a fairy tale interpretation of your love. It's called The Heart Secret by Molly Austin, illustrated by Rob Donnelly, Matt's brother. Once upon a time, in 2005, in the faraway land of Astoria, lived the fairest princess of them all, Lady Sarah. Most days, Sarah stayed in her castle, brushing her long hair and singing Broadway musical hits to her two cronies, Molly and Damon. The noble people of Astoria would hang their heads out of their windows and listen to the fair maiden's voice float over the streets and tickle their ears with delight. One day, her Lady Sarah looked over at her cronies and said, "I have a beautiful voice, the dance moves of her Lady Janet Jackson, and hair like a virtuous pony. But I have a secret locked inside of my heart that I am longing to unlatch and share with the good people of this land." The cronies fizzed with rabies over the excitement that a secret was amidst them in their very palace. When the Lady Sarah saw that they could no longer handle the anticipation, she whispered, "I'm funny." Trumpets sounded, and the message was sent throughout the land that if there was a prince that could unlock the lady's heart secret, he would have her hand. Many princes came from far and wide. Some did magic, some did jump splits, and one slew a pigeon with a sword and ate its meat raw. No one liked him. It seemed as if all might be lost. The fair maiden stopped singing, all the people cried, the cows stopped making milk, and all the flowers began to wither. It was a mess. Then one day, a handsome prince came galloping up to the palace. "I am here for the Princess Sarah. I am His Royal Highness Prince Matthewis Donnelly, and I'm sorry that it took me so long to get here, but I came from the faraway land of New Jersey." The sound of Prince Matthewis Donnelly's voice made the princess swoon, but only a little. She pulled it together really quickly. "Can you unlock my heart secret?" she asked. She knew that even if he couldn't, she loved him. She loved him from the moment she knew he existed. The prince looked into her eyes and took out what looked like a magic wand. He raised it above his head and boomed, "Zip, zap, zop." Everything went white, because that is what happens when real magic goes down, and suddenly there were two fairies floating above the princess's head, a yellow one and a green one. "Now everyone knows you're funny," they jingled. The prince dropped to his knees, for he had loved her from the moment he knew she existed as well. He took her hand in his. "I love you," he said. She smiled at him and said, "Say it again." So he told her again, and they lived happily ever after. The end. The Heart Secret.